When I married Alina, I believed I had found the woman who would walk with me through every storm. My family trusted her too, treating her as their own daughter. We had built a life that seemed solid, but slowly, cracks began to appear. She became distant, always glued to her phone, sneaking out with excuses that didn't quite add up. I wanted to believe it was stress, or maybe she was just unhappy with me, but I never imagined the truth was far worse than I could have guessed. One day, while balancing our family's accounts, I noticed something strange. A large sum of money had vanished from the family fund my parents, and I kept safe for emergencies. At first, I thought maybe my father had withdrawn it, but after checking with everyone, it became clear, Alina was the only one with access besides me. My heart sank. Why would she take that money, and where had it gone? I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I started watching her more closely. Her excuses grew weaker as her absences lengthened. She claimed to be visiting friends, but I checked and found she wasn't there. She started wearing new clothes, expensive perfumes, things I never bought her. That was when suspicion turned into certainty. I followed her one evening, keeping my distance, and my worst nightmare unfolded in front of me. She was laughing and holding hands with another man, a man I had never seen before. It wasn't just an affair, it was a life she had built in the shadows. Still, I remained silent, biding my time. The final blow came when I overheard her on the phone late at night, whispering about a baby. My blood turned cold as I pieced it together. She wasn't just betraying me, she had given birth in secret. And it wasn't mine. The money she stole, the lies she spun, all of it was to support her lover and their child. Rage filled me, but I knew rushing into anger would only give her more power. Revenge, I decided, would be patient and precise. I gathered evidence quietly. Bank transfers, messages, photos, everything that would expose her deceit. When I had enough proof, I confronted her, but not in private. I waited until she sat with my family one evening, pretending to be the dutiful wife. With everyone watching, I laid the papers on the table. "Here's where the family's money went," I said coldly. Her face drained of color as everyone read the damning details. She tried to deny it at first, her words stumbling, but I had timed it too perfectly. I showed them the picture of her cradling the baby in her lover's arms, the proof no one could argue with. My parents looked at her in shock and betrayal. My mother's voice trembled with hurt when she asked, "How could you do this to us?" But Alina had no answer, only tears that no longer moved me. That night, I made her leave the house with nothing but her clothes. Every gift, every luxury, every comfort she had enjoyed through me and my family, I stripped it all away. I had her sign papers admitting her betrayal, ensuring she could never come after us for money or property again. The man she betrayed us for was the only one left to turn to, and I knew he could never provide the life I had given her. News spread quickly through our community. Alina's reputation crumbled overnight, and the shame was heavier than anything I could have arranged. People who once praised her turned away in disgust. The lover she had chosen soon grew tired of the burden, realizing she wasn't a prize but a problem. Within months, they were struggling, fighting, and eventually, he left her too. I didn't feel joy in her downfall, but I felt justice. She had tried to destroy my family by stealing not only our money but our trust. She had carried another man's child while lying in my home, under my roof. Watching her lose everything wasn't about cruelty, it was about balance being restored. She had written her own punishment the moment she chose betrayal over loyalty. Meanwhile, I focused on rebuilding. My family stood by me, proud of the way I had handled everything without lowering myself to her level of lies. I worked harder, investing my energy into the people who had never betrayed me. Slowly, peace returned to my home, the kind of peace that comes when poison is finally removed. Alina still lingers in my memory sometimes, not with love but as a warning. A reminder that trust, once broken, can never be mended. My revenge wasn't in destroying her, it was in surviving her, in proving that she had no power over me anymore. And in the end, her greatest punishment was losing everything she had stolen, and realizing too late that what she had thrown away could never be replaced.